It's Simon Keeling here on Monday the 15th of June. Thanks again for watching weatherweb.net. This is your look ahead video. If you need a forecast for the next couple of days, then check out Gary's fast forecast at weatherweb.net. Okay, I'm going to spare you the sight of my knees because I actually do have my shorts on today. Yes, summer must have finally arrived. Well, actually, it's more of a protest against the fact that summer hasn't arrived, really. Temperatures are better today, but it certainly doesn't feel like summer, does it? I think this afternoon's satellite picture sums up exactly summer 2015. Okay, this is the classic picture, I think, for this summer, where we're seeing showers and thunderstorms developing across central parts of Europe. We've got a weak ridge of high pressure across the UK, but it's a very weak area of high pressure. Fronts moving into the southwest, storms down over Iberia and over Italy as well. That's what I think will epitomise summer 2015, or at least the first part of summer 2015. Got a couple of tropical storm areas just watching at the moment. One in the Gulf of Mexico, which has got an 80% chance of development in the next 48 hours. Perhaps brings the potential for some heavy rain to some of the Gulf states. Also got a tropical storm Carlos, which is just off the western coast of Mexico. Forecast to be moving its way steadily, around the coast as we go through the next few days. It's not huge, but it has got gusts of wind of up to 80 miles per hour, and he's bringing some pretty rough seas there as well. It's just one to watch, really, in terms of tropical storms. Now, we're halfway through the month, of course, 15th of June. This is how the first part of June has shaped up so far. Warm conditions look across central parts of Europe, although, of course, we haven't seen them here at all in the UK. Cooler weather look across the UK and across Scandinavia. You didn't need a chart to tell you that. Cooler weather too across eastern parts of Mexico, running into the southern parts of the states. Warmer across the west of the states look the normal, but cooler conditions off towards the eastern parts of the US. Just look how warm it's been down over Australia, and look how much warmer than normal it's been across northern parts of Russia too. Now, as far as the next, I was going to show you this one first of all. This is precipitation, accumulated precipitation of the last 7 days. So from the 7th of June through the 13th of June. And you see here, look how dry it's been across much of Central and Eastern Europe during the last week. Also, some dry weather across eastern Mexico, running up into the southern parts of the states. Dry too across eastern and western parts of Australia, but this is the main focus area for dry conditions during the previous week. So temperatures for this coming week, well, they're looking like this. Cooler weather across northern and western Scotland still. The vast majority of the cool weather, though, now headed into eastern parts of Europe. Temperatures have taken a fall across southern Europe, getting down to near normal values. Yes, those are yellow colours across central and eastern parts of the UK, showing temperatures may just nudge very slightly above normal when we take the week as a whole. Don't get right home about that, though, because it's hardly anything particularly dramatic, is it? Now, been taking a look just at the charts at weatheronline.co.uk. This is the 500 millibar chart. Just makes interesting reading, actually, for the next week or so. Because again, I think this is going to just show the forecasting problems we faced during the course of this summer. Watch how the troughs move their way eastwards, look, during the next couple of days. Look, there's one going through Scotland there during the course of Wednesday. By the way, the times here, look, in the top left-hand corner. So we've got a trough going through Scotland on Wednesday. Then, watch as I run the sequence on. Look, further troughs moving through, but the models are having a real problem with the weekend. Look at this low centre in the heights forming here. So that's in a relatively weak flow, but watch what happens. Look, it becomes the dominant feature during the course of the weekend and into the early stages of next week, which brings the potential for mixed to unsettled conditions into this weekend and into next week. And that's a complete change, or rather a change from what the midnight run of the model was suggesting. But that isn't half close to what the El Nino predictions were suggesting, particularly given the moderate El Nino, that's very, very close to the idea of going mixed to unsettled during this second half of June. I'm sticking at the moment with our forecast, of this mixed second half to June becoming unsettled as we head into the final stages of June. The CFS is struggling somewhat to cope. This is the week 1 forecast, and this is up to the 21st of June. Look, it keeps southern parts of the UK generally dry, put some rain up towards the north, which of course is what we're going to see this week. But just watch this. Week 2, look at that. Unsettled conditions, really goes for it on the CFS as being an unsettled week. But then what it does, it flips. It goes back to the idea of dry weather getting back in again. And really, this is the same pattern we're seeing now. So we've got a region here, we've got a trough through here across central parts of Europe. That is actually back to that satellite picture, because that chart basically matches that satellite picture. And what this is showing us, look, is the idea that things settle down into that early stage of July. Some thundery rain across southern areas, drier up towards the north, and then into week 4, getting the higher pressure building across the UK. Again, look, more unsettled across central parts of Europe here with thunderstorms again. Fronts passing towards the north, but with higher pressure settled down here, we can have a flow something like that through the British Isles. It tries to bring in those dry conditions during that week up to the 12th of July. And then it makes them collapse away again. It tries to bring in more of a west-southwesterly flow in here, heading into middle part of July, keep central parts of Europe unsettled overall. I actually think that's not a bad prediction from the CFS today. It's going to be doing some swapping and some changing, but that to me looks a pretty good prediction headed into the early stages of July. So, things to be watching out for, plenty of stuff to be watching out for. Of course, we'll keep you updated here throughout at weatherweb.net. But for now, whatever you're doing, thanks again for watching. Keep the sun shining, and bye for now.